Kidding me? Yo, what it do? So, what we talking about today? Well, today we're going to talk about the Second Amendment. Now, Second Amendment is is there so that the United States citizens have a way to protect themselves from other citizens who may be of the criminal caliber, and to protect your home from people wanting to do shit to you. It's also in place so that the citizens can protect themselves against the government should the government become tyrannical. Well, what does that mean? We have to do a history lesson. The way the country, the United States of America, came to be was because the original colonizers, settlers, they were not American citizens. America was not here yet. The United States of America was not here. They were British, English. They were English citizens. They were from England. All hail the Queen or the King, whoever it was back then. And what did the settlers or colonizers do? They committed treason against the Queenland, or whatever the fuck you call that shit. They committed treason. Boston Tea Party, mass vandalism. That was treason, treasonous act. And because of that, they went to war. Had the original colonizers and settlers not had their muskets, we would not be the United States of America as we know it today. We would still be subject to the rules and regulations of England. Yeah, we would have. But because the colonizers, the original colonizers, settlers, had their muskets, there was a war. As I previously just said, there was a war. We ended up winning that war. Those who were colonizers, they ended up winning that war. That's how the United States of America became to be, through war. You had on one side the law. That's who it is. Then you had on the other side people over here who live in on the continent of North America. They went to war. It was because they had arms to bear that they were able to fight the English army, push them back, and remain what's the word, autonomous. That's what I or remain their own entity, which ended up becoming the United States of America. Now this is a hood nigga breakdown of this shit, so you know, don't quote me on exactly everything. Now, fast forward 400 fucking years or so, what do we have going on? The United States government is now trying to put restrictions on people's Second Amendment right. especially in New York City. Especially in New York City. So what does that mean? Well, to me, it sounds like if they can get all of these motherfucking guns off the street and give people and have people give up their Second Amendment right to bear arms, that's when we're fucked. Because again, the Second Amendment right is there so we can protect ourselves from other people and to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government should the government become tyrannical. People don't know that when you see a police officer clearly overstepping his bounds as a police officer, as a agent of state, as a citizen, you can arrest that agent of state because he is overstepping his bounds. But they don't teach none of this shit in school. They don't teach this shit. I didn't learn it in school either. I learned it from other places. I learned it from YouTubers. YouTubers went and said it, and then I went and did my research and found it to be 1000% accurate. Now, what said YouTubers have done with their lives after that, I don't give a fuck. So let's not even go there. Point of the matter is, it was true. So why don't they teach that? Because if they don't, why don't they teach that? Is because, in my opinion, that's how you get people to become complacent with things that shouldn't go down. That's how that goes. So they don't teach that shit in school because they don't want people to know and realize the shit. But if a person is smart and they realize and they think about it, the Revolutionary War was done by treasonous, what else to call it? The founding fathers of this country were actually criminals in England. They were treasonous. The Revolutionary War was a mass act of treason against England because those were the ruling bodies of us of the people who lived here at the time, the colonizers. So we fast forward to 2022. You have the NYC mayor, Eric Adams, and shit talking about, there's you can't have a gun if you do get it concealed to carry shit in New York now that we are allowed to, which we should have never been denied to begin with. Now we have to go through, you have to give up your social media info. What other state do they require that? Just more restrictions that won't stand up in court once these gun advocate groups and Second Amendment advocate rights groups get wind of it, if they haven't already gotten wind of it. But it won't stand. But that's the shit they don't tell you. The Second Amendment is there so we can protect ourselves from anybody. Anybody. That includes the government. Because why else? It's like this. Imagine this. I was in the military. And one thing they say in the military is rules are here because someone did something that made this rule be established. So if they say, hey, No smoking back there because you might catch fire or blow up. Guess what? It's actually fucking happened. Same goes with these amendments. The Second Amendment. They gave us the right to bear arms because they knew just how easy the government, the governing body, could go tyrannical. Because that's what England did. No tax. They was taxing us without representing us. No taxation without representation. Shit. That's what was going on. That's exactly what was going on. And because of that, they want to strip away the rights that American citizens have had for the past 400 years. All because members of the European descent racial group go and commit mass fucking shootings. Dylan Roof, Kyle Rittenhouse, what was it? Sandy Hook, Columbine. Too many to name. Oh, we got to stop because these mass shooters. Well, one thing the United States government fails to acknowledge with those mass shooters is they're all fucking white, Caucasian, of European descent, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They call themselves now. That's not racist. I don't know what the fuck the proper terminology is anymore. Used to be Caucasian, used to be white, European descent. We just gonna call you niggas European descent. You colonizers. 90% of mass shootings in public areas, like the Post nightclub, that was a white guy. It's a fucking white guy. Someone from the Caucasus Mountains. But they don't want to address that part. They'll only address the fact that, oh, well, gun violence in the inner city. Gun violence in the inner city, that's a problem. But, but, huge but. Niggas from the inner city ain't going out to schools shooting children just for the fuck of it. That's only you white motherfuckers. But you have to take away everyone's ability to own a gun in order to stop white people from going and mass murdering motherfuckers, which is fucking retarded. But yet again, black people don't fucking seem to understand the different levels this shit is on when it comes to shit. They don't understand how fucking conniving these politicians are. They don't understand that. We're getting to that another day. Later today, actually. But that's basically, in a quick video without elongating it, in a nutshell, that is why the United States government wants to take away the Second Amendment. Because the moment they do, and it is illegal for people to own guns, we know what they're going to do, or they're going to try and pull. Nationwide no knock search and seizure warrants for anyone who is suspected to own a firearm. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. And once that happens, you can bet your left nut and your right nut, the country's going to be fucked more so than what it is. But fuck am I? Just a nobody saying things somebody should.